Hello, today I'm going to explain what happens when you add additional resource to a task which is already in progress. And for that purpose, I created three tasks which different task type. One is fixed units, one is fixed duration, one is fixed work. And as you can see, all of them has the same duration, which is 4 days. Of course, I have in resource sheet John and Mary. Don't be worried about that John is over allocated because this is not relevant for our story today. Okay, now I have John to three tasks, and let's go first to the first fixed unit task. Okay, I have to make a progress. For this, I will go to task usage. Now you can see, and for this fixed unit task, let's say that John finished. I will double click on John on tracking, and I will say John is finished. He finished 16 hours or 50%. Okay, now on this particular view, which is task usage view, I will right click here on the right side of the screen, and I will show actual work. As you can see, John worked 16 hours and 16 hours are left. I will repeat the same thing for John here in fixed duration task. Okay, and I will repeat the same thing here for fixed work task. Okay, here let me add type here, and you will see fixed unit, fixed duration, fixed work. Now let's say that for some reason on all of these three tasks we need Mary to work with John. What will happen if we go to fixed unit task? For this I'm going to go to details screen. I will use task form, and I will go here and I will say right click that I need work. Okay, now I can see that I am on fixed unit task, which is fixed units. I have John, and I will add Mary. When I click on OK, you will see that Mary is not going to work 32 hours as John was supposed. Why is that? Because 2 days or 16 hours are completed by John here. So Mary should work on the rest of the task. It means the rest of 2 days is 16 hours. Since she is supposed to work 100% of her capacity, she is going to work 16 hours, not 32 hours. Okay? And that perfectly makes sense. One will expect that when you assign Mary to a task, then and the task is in progress, then that she will have to work all the time, all 32 hours, and that's not the thing here. When you add additional resource to a task which has a progress, then the work for that additional resource will be added only to remaining part of unfinished work. So let's go here now on fixed duration task, and let's see what will happen. Okay, Mary, okay. You will see the same thing will happen. Mary is going to work 8 hours at the remaining duration, and that is 2 days. Okay, and now you can see that when you have fixed unit and fixed duration task, that you will get the same result. But let's see what will happen when we go to fixed work. You will see, remember that duration is 4 days here. Okay, 2 days are done by John, 2 days remains. Mary. Now you will see one thing. Duration is now 3 days. Let me undo this, and I will say why. I will tell you why. Why? Because when you have fixed work task type, it is always effort driven. So it means that they will split the remaining work. So 16 hours are going to split between John and Mary. And if you go here and add Mary here, you will see that 16 hours are going to be split between John and Mary. And since Mary is working 100%, it will be like 8 hours. John will let these 8 hours from his 16 hours work to Mary. So they are going to work on Wednesday 8 hours John, 8 hours Mary, and this is 16 hours. So duration is shortened. Okay, now let me undo everything here. Okay, and let me go back to fix units task. If you put in fix units task that it is effort driven, sorry, once again here to work, that is effort driven, okay, and you add Mary at that task, you will see that you will get the same result like in my previous fixed work. So it depends. If work is not effort driven, then like in my previous example, if work is not effort driven and you add Mary, you will see that duration remains the same and Mary will have to work the same amount of time as John has to work at the remaining time. On the other hand, if you put that is effort driven, it means that no matter that this is fixed unit task, that it means that when you add Mary, Mary will split a work with John, remaining work 16 hours, so she will take 8 hours of remaining work from John, and they are going to be finished instead of in 4 days, in 3 days. Let's go back here, let's put here effort driven, okay, and now let's put Mary, and you will see that we will have now, since it's fixed duration, some different result. So let me show you why is that. Okay, now fixed units is clear. Fixed duration. Fixed duration means that work will be done in 4 days, no matter what. So if we say that a task is not effort driven and we add Mary, okay, then Mary is going to work 8 hours on Wednesday and Thursday, which means that she should work the same number of hours like John, remaining hours. But on the other hand, if we put that is effort driven, you will see that when I split the work between John and Mary, and that is what effort driven means, that these 16 hours are going to be split, remaining 16 hours between John and Mary, and remaining work for John and Mary will be 8 hours, and that is okay. But since it is fixed duration, it means that duration cannot be shortened. So John, instead of working 8 hours at Wednesday, Thursday, is going to work 4 hours, and the rest of 4 hours per day will be done by Mary. And fixed work task was already explained. So when you have your task which is in progress and some work has been done already, then it depends when you add additional resource, or depends of two things. Is the task fixed units, fixed duration, or fixed work? And if it's fixed duration and or fixed units, is it effort driven and non-effort driven? Be aware of that. Hope this helps. Thank you very much.